So Drake has listed his own home studio on Stu Finder for $250,000, $250,000 an hour. An hour, guys. The studio is located right at the Canadian rapper's Toronto Bridle Path home and features all the equipment Drake uses. Stu Finder say they were aware of Drake's home studio listed on our app. We are currently verifying that Drake or his team did make the listing. Update soon. Stu Finder later confirmed that the Toronto listing and its users never have to worry about being scammed on Stu Finder. So, and then we have a quote right here that says, Drake's personal home recording studio. The home studio includes custom equipment, no engineer included. That's fucked up for $250,000 an hour. Drake feature is not included. The description for the listings reads, Riff Raff booked 2 hours at Drake home studio for $500,000.
He sure did. But I mean, it's Riff Raff, bro. Riff Raff has been rich for a long time.
That's true.
I would never, ever do that. Ever. Fool,
He just gonna go in there and snort cocaine.
We got the damn microphone that Drake got right here.
I was going to say, like what's the benefit of paying $250,000 an hour?
I mean,
where's the pros and cons here?
I guess it's I mean, nigga, there's a lot of cons, but I guess the pros would be like you get the aesthetic of Drake. Now you have Drake's address. That's one. That's a pro. Now you got the drop on Drake.
Oh my God.
The other one would be, you feel me, getting the aesthetic of recording in his space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, like I recorded in the same studio as NWA and like Ice Cube in like the exact room and shit.
Oh shit.
So like
that's tight.
It didn't mean too much to me, but like I guess that can be a selling point. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, yeah, this is where hits was made, kind of shit. So I guess, music is kind of like...
It's all about the energy,
man. It's like energy and feelings and shit,
But who has that money to spend for studio time? It's not individual
Riff Raff.
artists.
Labels, right?
Niggas
Labels,
like Riff Raff.
right?
No,
that's a fact.
there's no label that's going to pay $250. $250 is someone's whole ass budget for their beats,
that's
their
a
studio
fact.
time, their marketing, their fucking...
And that's what I was...
That's a budget for like 3 years for some of these niggas.
And that's what I was thinking, like, bro, my immediate thought is like, who's paying for this, bro?
3 years,
Probably
you're
labels,
cold.
right? Even if you're saying this is too expensive for labels, then who in the right mind is going to pay for this other than Riff Raff?
A nigga who sell dope.
The fool that bought the Wu-Tang album, Martin... what's his name? Martin...
Oh my God, Martin Shkreli?
Yeah, that dude.
You think he'll book an hour in there?
That's the type of...
He might be broke now.
That's the type... That's like some tourist shit right there. Like, if you're rich, you want to go to one of the greatest artists of our time shit, pull up.
We're going to see
Bring
It
a
really
bitch.
is... feels like that. It's almost like an Airbnb.
I was
but
just
for an
finna say,
hour.
I bet you a lot of people aren't even gonna go in there to record. They're just gonna
No,
go
they're
in
going
there
to just
be in
trip
there.
out.
Take pictures.
Some rich nigga gonna go in there to fuck a bitch.
We're going to see hella people from
That-
Dubai in there.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's also a good point.
What are those things called? Like those blankets they wear?
I know we're not.
It's a blanket?
We go there. They don't come here, Yuri.
They're going to come to check that out for
No,
sure.
they're not.
You don't think so?
No, they're not.
We
You're
go
not
there.
finna
You don't
see
think it's
those
going to
Saudis.
become like Disney where it becomes a destination?
For $250,000 an
Absolutely.
hour. How
For a
much is
rich-ass
24
fool.
hours in there?
Oh, that's some good math right
What's
there.
a 24-hour stream in Drake's studio like? What's that gonna hit for?
Nigga, when you ever seen a group of Saudis?
$3
walking
million.
around? When you ever seen a group of niggas with headdresses on?
Never.
Exactly. They're not finna just pop up because of Drake's studio, nigga. We go to Dubai. They don't come here. The Saudis don't want nothing to do with America.
You
nigga.
like that math, Josh, or what?
So how much was it?
As you said it, I was like doing the quarters. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
$6 million
No, 3 million.
for 24 hours?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would.
I have
never do
seen
that.
Mr. Beast go to like $1 million a night resort. So 3 million for Drake's one room. I don't know.
God damn.
It's a very nice room.
I feel
People
like
will spend money for that.
really, it's kind of like how how they were selling fucking $1,000 Supreme bricks and it's just a brick.
Yeah.
Like it's just a studio, but because it's Drake, now it has this high price tag on it, and some people are gonna pay it because they like Drake, not because it's really the value is how much it's really worth, because it's not. It's just Drake. Some people, some shit in the world today is just like sentimental value. It really has no value whatsoever, but you gonna pay whatever because in your head it has value.
Yeah, you're 100% not running into Drake when you
Fuck no.
when you
What
get that
if
studio.
he's like,
He's probably
What up,
nowhere
fam?
around. He probably only puts it up when he's
There
in
you go,
fucking
fam.
Canada or something.
Hey, when you guys are getting a studio for
Is there a lighter here?
a couple hours, does it come with an engineer?
It depends. You have the option of no engineer, or you have the option of engineer.
Of
and it'll-
hiring an engineer
and it'll cost
through
a
them.
couple hundred,
Do you-
an extra 100 to bring the engineer
Wait,
or something.
I
you
had an
have-
important question.
Go ahead.
Do you get bathroom access anytime you book a studio?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, every studio I've been in had a bathroom.
Okay.
Maybe
so
even a
are you
shower.
able to go through like Drake's house? And
Unless
use
you
the
in the
bathrooms
trenches. I'd have been in some studios where it's the back of niggas' houses and you gotta just pee in the grass. You
right?
feel me? But
No, I
if
can
you in
imagine
a,
that.
a building, yeah, they usually always come to bathroom. Ain't that like city regulation or some shit? You just got a building with no bathroom in it, Ain't that
Right, but if
illegal?
you're like renting a studio that has like, yeah, there's probably a bathroom, like maybe a shared bathroom somewhere. They don't necessarily have to give you access to
True.
That's a fact.
I wonder.
Do you before we go? Do you have your own personal engineer that you've rocked with forever?
I did, but then that nigga suck my dick right now. I did for a couple years, but I don't fuck with that nigga no more. But now I just kind of, you feel me, just float, wherever.
I'm not mad at that.
Wherever they want me.
I wonder what the limit is for people. Like if you like for Riff Raff, like how many friends can he bring with him to the studio? Like if he brings 30 people with him, are they gonna be like, bro,
definitely
yo, chill.
I bet you people are splitting it. Like they would just go with 10 people and then just split
Oh
it.
yeah, right. It's like what about that? You have
That's what
like
10
niggas do right now.
25K.
you have
each.
10 rappers and you guys tell each other like, yo, you have 10 minutes on the mic.
That's
and
trash. That's trash.
You spent like 50K for 10 minutes on the mic.
All right, let's do less. Like maybe like 3 rich ass niggas and they split it. Cause that's usually how niggas do. Like back in the day, me and my homies would split the studio time.
Yeah, you get a brick of time.
And then we'll all either record separately or all together on all our tracks, or
What's
give
like-
niggas designated times.
I remember one time I forgot who else filming for. Some dude like commissioned me to like film a music video for him, and he took me to this studio that was in like Hollywood, and they were walking us around. They were doing the same thing where they were showing us all the rooms, and they're like, this artist is filmed in here, this artist is filmed in here, and I forgot the artist names, but they're like huge, artists in the hip hop world. And I was just like, damn, like I wonder how much this costs, right? And I know the dude who commissioned me, like, he was probably able to afford the rooms, but he's not the richest guy in LA. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering, like, what's the price difference between this and the next closest, most expensive studio? Like, is he just like blowing all the other studios out the roof with this price range?
Definitely.
They probably have
because you're not paying for some awesome equipment. You're just paying because it's Drake's house.
All right, so like,
Jesus.
what would the top of the line equipment engineer
That's
cost
what I'm
you
wa-
for an hour?
That's what I'm
An
wondering.
engineer is different, but
Yeah,
top of the
just-
line equipment,
And room,
Yeah.
like
10K,
really
basic
15K?
engineer, top of the line equipment,
15K.
an hour.
an hour.
No, not an hour.
No,
to
no, no, no,
own
no.
the
Yeah,
equipment.
to own all the shit. But I
No,
mean,
no, how much to rent it for an hour?
1,000
shit.
maybe max.
Yeah,
Really?
probably like 1,000 an hour. If it's like
And that's
top
like
of the line,
Rick
niggas who
the
like Young
best.
Thug recording and shit like that.
That's like Rick Rubin or some shit,
yeah,
right?
that's a fact.
You'll pay 1,000 an hour for studio
I think
time.
the most I've paid is like 300, and it was like fire though. Like it was fire. Like nigga, it was a big
So that's
window.
a crazy amount.
Yeah,
difference.
that's
Where
a
you could
crazy
see
difference.
like the beach with a big ass window out. There's a
Damn.
couch in that
I
motherfucker.
actually think I know what
it was
studio
player,
you're
like
talking
Santa
about.
Monica.
Yeah,
something like that,
yeah.
like on a beach, and you could see from where you're sitting down. I'm writing. I can look up and I can see the beach.
See, I could see paying more for a building like that because you're like
Exactly.
Or
motivated,
New York.
ambience, and you have privacy and shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was in a studio in New York, and it was like Times Square top. You could see the whole city. That shit was expensive too. You
That
feel
shit's
me?
fly
Shit
as
like
hell.
that.
Well,
Yeah, it
real
was fly
estate
as
in New
hell.
York is crazy expensive.
That's a fact.
So just even renting space, that place is already probably spending a shit ton.
Drake
to
was
lease
like,
it.
like the most expensive studio time right now is like 5K an hour. Let's charge 250. Fuck that.
And I think 9 times out of 10, bro, I'm sure he has the ultimate top of the line shit, but I'm sure there's studios with other places that probably have better on some real shit. Like just because it's Drake's home studio, he probably still sends it out to somewhere else and gets it mixed and mastered and all
Yeah.
that kind of shit. And also, you can have great equipment, but if the nigga behind the computer is shit, it won't mean nothing.
Shit.
That's
So do you
true.
think he makes more money doing this, or if he had just made like a Drake recording studio, decked it out, say I record here for whatever amount of time, and then open it up, and then it's not in his house?
I
Nah,
think
this
he would
is valid.
probably end
wouldn't
up
make-
spending more, keeping it up, keeping it secured, and all that. He
He's
already
built it.
exactly, and he already keeps it secure because it's his house. So it would probably. But I'm sure it's Drake, but people would probably be spilling in by the thousands. But something will probably happen. Famous studios, shit always gonna go down, bro.
Facts.
I
Where
wonder-
everybody want to be at, it's going up.
I wonder if that's like Drake's mortgage. He's like just trying to find a way to pay his mortgage off.
Fuck no, nigga, that's Drake. You need to find a way to pay shit
No,
off.
I know. I'm not saying he needs the money, but like just the easy way to be like, yeah, my mortgage is paid for by the studio that I have in my back house.
I don't think this is a sustainable business designed to pay your mortgage.
Yeah, I don't
This
think
is
so
just
either.
a flex.
Yeah, this or for all we know, bro. You said Stu Finder is still trying to make sure that Drake team even did that. What if this is cap?
No, they confirmed it, right? It said
Yeah,
that.
it
Yeah,
said it was
It said
confirmed.
that at first they were trying to confirm, then they did.